The Formal Gamer, podcasts for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 6 of The Formal Gamer. The University of Eoless has produced some peculiar pupils, but none more peculiar than Goros, Farvan, and Sotru. They face an assignment unlike any other: to uncover the secrets of class and discover the origins of the dragon cults. Will they pass or fail? Will they live or die?
Hi guys, welcome to episode 25 of season 10 of the Formal Gamer podcast. It's nearly Christmas and I've got a horrible cold, but more important than any of that, we're on Facebook and YouTube and people keep buying shirts off the Zazzle store, so thank you. I'm very tired. Thank you all for listening. I don't know why any of you listen. I'm glad you do. Thanks for listening. That's the end of the show, we do that bit. Enjoy the episode!
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast. We are coming to the end of times in this cavernous challenge room system that we have. It has been revealed it's not a tomb at all, but a time prison. For Torfidus, one of the greatest, most infamous mages of the whole of Helenscar. 399 years ago he was defeated, or so it was told in the stories, by a conglomerate of mages from the main universities around Helenscar. Turns out he was not defeated and was merely held here in a time bubble. You students have stumbled across this.
Sorry, can I just say, Robin, you're a fuckwit. 2 episodes in a row, as soon as it starts, he's dropped his character sheet all over the floor, and he just has to slowly bend down and pick up without bumping into Mike. And the look on his face both weeks has been like, oh no, I've done it again. You're an idiot.
So you students became involved. You were researching dragon cultism in the region. You found very low-level sort of traces, people that were essentially just... This was not high-level dragon cultism. That would kind of fit with the fact that you just first-year students investigating this historic area. It was probably more... You were probably sent there more to look at the historic history and stuff of the area than anything else. But you've stumbled across something much bigger. When you were in the town of Lasvik, suddenly the population was taken away. You suspected by a witch called Una. You followed the path up into the mountains and you found it ended in a weird, dissipated sort of brick wall, like a cavern had come in, and the wall itself looked like it had been there many, many years. You followed further up into the mountain with Una and you started investigating the tomb itself, and you found yourself moving through a cyclical range of challenge rooms that ultimately started to break down in their power. You now realise that is because Una had both sent you in and many, many other people from this village that she had stolen the people from, in an attempt to almost denial of service the magic that was holding the glue, the magic that was holding this facility together. You've been speaking to one of the people in charge of the facility, Wellbourne, who was one of the original mages from 399 years ago. An Eladrin, very old, who has explained the particulars of this facility and how it's now breaking down due to Una's actions. Through Raven speaking to Una and Wellbourne confirming, it appears Una's intention is to get into the tomb, to break down this series of rooms, effectively acting as an obstruction to getting into the tomb. And her intention is to kill Torfidus and find out what happened to her father, who she never met. Her anger spurred on and increased by the fact that she was left as a child on her own with a mother that was more interested in dealing with the mage in the mountain, as she termed it, than giving her a proper upbringing, and ultimately watching the demise of her mother as she was obsessed with rooting out and finding the dragon cultists that she could in the local area. Wellbourne's given you a number of options with how he reckons you could possibly deal with this situation, both confrontational, non-confrontational, and sort of maintaining the status quo. Over to you guys.
Well, Wellbourne, I feel we might have to have a chat with my colleagues to work out what we're going to do.
Yeah, this is quite a big decision. My main decision when I started this quest was I going to pass my university course, not was I going to save the world.
Maybe we should also look at the actual situation before making a decision.
Yes, you spoke of a dragon.
Well, perhaps the vista that I showed you was not entirely accurate. If you'd like to follow me, we can go into the room, but be aware that this will progress time in there at a different rate, because we will be opening up, and I will not be able to concentrate on maintaining this. What will happen to the other people in here who are in the different rooms, I do not know.
That's ominous.
Yeah.
And
So you think the villagers might perish if you don't stay here?
I don't think they will perish. I think they will just be
stuck while we move quicker through time.
Depends how. I suppose it depends how long a look we take into there, how far we go in. As I explained, to you,
just a cheeky peek.
I mean, could you not just tell us the truth this time? And I'm going to do an insight because now I don't trust him. Oh, I can't even see.
20 natural.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, he knows exactly what's going on in there.
Well, just tell us. Don't be come on. Is there a dragon or no?
Yes.
Okay, how big? What colour?
Torfidus' last remaining dragon, his most powerful,
Oh, Lord.
is still
His most
alive
powerful
in-
dragon.
Now, I speak Draconic.
Well, yeah.
Why do we need to let your teachers know? Surely we can send a message to them. They can send us some of their most powerful
That's
professors.
definitely an option. I mean,
Why would we not tell the wider world that soon...
that's what I said, Raven.
Well, because
Yes.
what Ruth's point was,
Yes, it's true.
there's not only nice people in the world, and if the nasty people hear about this, then maybe their reaction's not going to be, oh cool, let's keep Torfidus locked up. It'll be like, oh cool, let's free Torfidus.
Yes, it was all
Well, I
covered
think
up.
we just let all the good people that we know.
How many good people do you know in your crime syndicate family?
I do not know anyone, but Satru seems to be pure of spirit.
So we got 0 for
I
Raven.
was born 40 days ago.
0 from Sotru.
There you go. You can have one. That's fucking
There
brilliant.
you go. 0 from
But it's
Sotru.
completely untrue.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
you are so old.
Yeah, I know, that's fine though.
But he was rebooted 40
Yeah.
years ago.
So we got
Well,
0.
actually, technically, loads more time ago, because time's gone really fast when we've been in here.
My maths isn't great.
Sotru, that's fine. I'm going to go with no one from Featherfale is going to care about this. So 0 for me. And Goris, I'm going to guess you've got Gwen and the Bullywogs.
The Bullywog Nation will come and fight. We will have 100 spears at our backs. And over 36 slingers.
36 what?
Slingers.
Not swingers. Slingers.
Oh, slingers.
They are mounted on the backs of giant frogs, and they can throw a rock over 30 metres. Feet.
So we should tell the university, but I don't know if that's enough.
Well, also...
I think we should look up his high mage network, get your Rolodex out,
That's the university.
and let them
And
know.
I think a lot
Is
of
it
them are-
your university?
Yes,
And
we're
they said-
university students.
And they said, no, he said all the universities.
There's only one Mages University, isn't there?
No, I think we've said that there were a few.
Oh, right.
No, what Goris means to say is, there's only one Mages University worth going to.
Yeah.
Am I right, Goris? High five!
Hey! Sorry, it'll slimy.
Yes.
Not slimy as usual because I'm still very dehydrated.
Sorry, Raven. What was your suggestion?
My suggestion is that we tell all the university, the Old High Mages Network that we're involved in the first place, and then we set Una and the bad guy against each other.
My concern is how long that will take. How long do you think it would take?
Just send some carrier pigeon or some hawk.
Oh, yeah, hang on, let me look. Where's my carrier pigeons and...
Wellbourne, you are a powerful mage.
If he leaves here, the whole thing will fall apart.
Do you not have a crystal ball or a viewing fountain or...
Oh, crystal balls are so,
400 years ago, when you...
FA 32. They're so AD 15.
So, right. What
If
about
I
this?
leave this facility, it will break down, and there will be nothing stopping anyone coming through the original door that you came through and going straight into the hallways that lead directly to the main area, the main cavern.
That sounds
of
like bad
Kassandra.
design.
Can you give us a view without us going in the room?
No, I can show you the vista, as I have done. And
Which is not current.
No, it's not current, no, because time has passed since I've been here. The fluctuations that have happened, I'm not entirely sure. I don't wish to open the door to that area in case it has further effect on the mages maintaining the power in there.
I think there's quite a strong chance that this needs to be dealt with relatively quickly, are you saying then?
I do not believe there is time enough for you to go physically out and speak to all the mages of the high councils in the universities and garner enough support to be able to
I
come
would
up.
also say, now, I feel slightly bad saying this, but maybe we're not the most reliable witnesses. Because most people at the university
true.
consider me to be an idiot.
And they never listen to me when I tell them things that are definitely true.
So, and Thotru's 40 days old.
I think people would believe me.
You know, they probably would. He's not
Yeah,
going to be lying.
I have plenty of moss for everyone.
He might say things like that, though. It might confuse matters.
We could take a chance and we could look to take this story to the wider world and see if we can gain the support of the crime families, the bullywogs, the Eladrin.
Just listen to what you're saying. That's not going to work. Can we confer, Wellbourne, and come back to you with an answer?
Indeed, but
Okay.
indeed.
Right.
In fact, while you do that, I will go and see if I can work out what's happening in the other parts of this facility.
Okay, fine. Guys, listen. As far as I see it, we either stop Una and get everyone out of here, we try and maintain and fix, or we take his suggestion and go in and we try and level up to be the best possible wizards we can be.
Or rock monsters or rogues?
Yes. Well, yes, exactly. Either way, I don't know how to handle this.
No, I'm a teenager, really. I kind of just want to be told what to do by a bigger boy.
I don't think that's true.
Okay, I'll tell you.
No, I think he meant an older boy.
That's not what he said.
What did you mean, Goris?
No, I didn't mean probably actually a bigger boy.
Okay. Sorry, what should we do?
Let's kill Una.
Well, actually, to be fair, we knew that was going to be the thing.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I don't think you're going to be the most subjective on this. Goris, I've never tried to do the right thing. Ever. But now I've realised as we've got more powerful, we should be doing the right thing.
I've always tried to do the right thing, and it often makes my life worse. But, in the end, I know Cord is going to be happy and I will be rewarded. I want to save everyone. Even if it means sacrificing myself.
I don't know what the answer is, but I know that you will get the right answer, Goris.
I think we need to sacrifice our own time and lives to defeat Torfidus at any cost. I think we need to do a montage. I think we need to be trained up.
You would all know that there are other ways to gain power because you have taken a bite into it.
Oh, the
especially
pills.
Raven.
Raven, did you say that she's got more of those pills?
Una gave me a delicious pill, and when I woke up, I had extra abilities.
Oh, hang
I
on
was
a minute.
extra roguey.
Could we do a little from column A and a little from column B? So, Flotru, what do you want to do again?
Kill Una.
So, maybe we get there and we speak to Una severely. If she ends up having to be thought rude, she has to be thought rude. Then we have all her pills.
What? Sorry, what colour is Sorry's eyes right now? Green, red. Oh, that's a digression, isn't it? I thought it would be quite a quick one off the cuff.
It's going to be half green. Wait for it, DM. Half brown. And Raven, do you know what that means?
No, what does it mean? I love your eye colour things.
You can find out later.
Oh, that sounded saucy.
Right, no. Now you will know what it is.
Oh, Satru, I hope
Green is happy and brown is mischievous.
I hope you've still got that book, The 69 Ways of Seduction.
Anyway, let's move on.
Burn that in front
You
of
burn
you.
that in front of your eyes.
What a shame.
On an old-
I have other volumes in the same series.
Then we can take all of her magic pills, gobble them all up,
Yes.
then go and take on Torfidus.
I think I would like another 13 of those pills.
So we're agreed.
Flotru had agreed in the past, but does he agree now?
Roll me an insight.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
It's good.
17.
I mean,
18!
Oh,
Oh,
22.
I mean-
we're between us!
You think-
With no law.
do you think that with the pills that she has, you still don't really know where she's got them from? You definitely know that they give you more power. They've leveled you up.
Do we know if they're more effective as a suppository or orally?
We know they're not as effective as a suppository.
As effective. As effective.
As effective.
However, Wellbourne has just told you that he thinks she is as powerful as one of the archmages from the universities. So
So we need...
there is something to be considered there.
but probably weaker than Torfidus, considering there are shed loads of archmages fighting Torfidus and losing.
We're talking here like, what, level 5?
Maybe Blood Eater
So
34.
you've already surpassed the archmage level then.
Yes!
I think level 20 is probably Archmage.
Well then, what's Torfidus?
Can I question, did I see how many pills she had in her pill bottle when she gave me one?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't believe you really paid him. Roll me something, because you didn't really look at the time, did you? She just sort of put her hand
Well, I
in her
didn't
bag
want to
and
interrupt
brought it
your
out.
describing.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Maybe roll perception.
Roll me a historic perception.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to use
lucky 4.
and reroll.
Do you have any lucky left?
I had a long rest. 12.
That's a 4
12.
and an 8. 12.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
not
going to
sure.
be on my side.
The bag was a small one though.
Okay. I think she probably had about
I love when
26 times 2 pills,
26
52
times 2.
pills,
She had 52 pills.
which would take her to level
How did you
19.
count how many pills she had so exactly?
Because I thought about a big bag of pills would have like maybe 800,
Oh, so
and a small bag of pills
approximately
has about.
Approximately 3
like,
dozen pills.
even if it was like aspirin, how big would a bag with 800 pills be?
So we're agreed.
Yep, sounds like she's got more than enough pills. So, we'll take her down. We're going to need a long rest. I'll need at least 7 water spells to drown her.
Yes, obviously.
We
Let's
can't-
hope she never learned to swim. We're not near the ocean. So
You hold her down, probably sit to that, and I just constantly do water on her face until she drowns. I think that's my new tactic. Waterboarding, I call it.
yes, well, it would fit with our previous strategies. So we're going to try and take Una. Okay, let's.
Are you having a long rest? Because I will just keep watch because I already had one.
Oh, he doesn't sleep.
I do.
He doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who sleep. I'm also the only one who's burnt any slots in 2 days.
I don't have spells.
Should we tell Wellbourne then our decision?
Didn't he go off to try and save all
So
the other people?
he walked off further into the sand.
Yes.
And you guys were in conversation. You didn't see where he.
I'll tell him when he returns. Get to sleep.
I wrap myself up in my cloak and on my little patch of grass and start to get some rest. We've got a battle coming.
Sotru, how are you going to deal with you-know-what?
The she who will not be named.
Well, Una, yes, but specifically what she does to you.
I was going to stuff moss in my ears.
I might have to roll to see if that will work.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, thinking back to my university lecturers, do magic spells delivered through the sound of song to make people charmed or sleep.
Well, you just put your fingers in your ears last time.
I did, but I also
he
have
has
a I have a
natural.
special power to
Right.
not fall
the
asleep.
the deaf man
Yes,
did it.
yeah,
So
exactly.
and the drunk man didn't understand it.
Yes.
Ooh, get me drunk.
Yeah, perfect. Can't see that. We could stop you hearing, but no, if we get you hammered, then that'll make it easier.
Right, so I'm rolling to see how sensible that seems. That's that's 23.
23.
Thinking about defences against her singing.
You think that Goris's thoughts on that subject would fit with how you remember?
So as long as he doesn't hear it, he can't be charmed.
No, you think that would have a significant effect on the potency of her particular brand of that spell.
Okay.
Perfect.
Do we remember the drunk guy being affected at all? Or
No,
slightly
it
affected?
Seemed like it.
He was. It seemed from memory that he was completely.
He couldn't remember. He didn't want to go to the party. He couldn't understand why people hadn't gone to the party, and the deaf guy just didn't know where anyone had gone at all.
Okay.
So if we deafen ourselves purposefully beforehand somehow, then we should be like him and immune to her charm spell at the very least. I'm sure she has loads of other spells.
And maybe Wellbourne could do something to help us with that.
He's pretty powerful.
Maybe that'd be quite an easy
Yeah.
spell. I mean, he did silence.
While you're
everything,
having
didn't
this
he?
conversation, the door opens back from when Raven came in and just further in, as in the one you came through before, and a very scared-looking villager steps into the sandy room with you.
Oh, welcome to my desert.
Get out, turn around, get out, go back through the other door.
Sorry, you're not welcome.
You should not be here. Come on, and I go.
I'll let Raven handle this. Raven, escort him out.
I escort him out.
Okay, yeah.
I go back to where you came. If you see anybody else approaching, everyone is to leave the maze.
Okay, yep, and so you open the door and you're looking into now what appears to be a long hallway, and you see him just looking back at you and walking down.
Yeah, the doors
back
don't
towards
always
the maze.
open back where you think.
Tough titty.
And you see him walking back into the maze. And you shut the door?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you shut the door opens again right in front of you, and another person steps out into the...
Get out. Go back
and you
where.
see him,
I think we want
you see
everyone
him-
in the same room,
Yeah.
not in different rooms.
Maybe
This is the
Wellbourne is
opposite of what
moving them
Wellbourne
in.
wanted.
Maybe he's
You
actually
see him-
directing them into this place.
Maybe, but if they're coming this way,
I don't think it's linear in direction. Because he was like, we don't need people spread out through all the different rooms, we want them all in the same place. So I'm not having to cast as many rooms at the same time.
Raven, why don't you escort them to an area in the sand?
when I came in this room, it was from the very entrance,
Yeah.
and it's now moved.
Yeah. Because we didn't come into it from the very... Oh, yeah, we did?
No.
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 We didn't come from the very entrance.
So it's not static, like it's.
So how come there were his footprints in the snow?
Because, well, Farvin's?
Yeah.
Because he actually went out and stood and had a look around the room to look at the snow.
Yeah, we'd been back there another time.
Oh, a different time.
Not necessarily just there.
Yeah, so we found the desert room, then turned around, found
I say,
that room.
Wellbourne, what are the most appropriate instructions for these stragglers? What you want us to do with them?
He's not there.
He's not here with us.
Oh, that was useful.
He went off to get the stragglers. This is the situation.
I'm going to ignore the stragglers then, because that's his remit.
Okay, T-Mountain.
Sotru's going to get up. And he's going to walk over to stand by the door.
Okay.
And he's
in front of you.
Oh, wonderful. And he's going to look at the golems and nod in the direction a little far away and he's going to tell them, hoping that they're going to understand.
You hadn't thought about what you were going to say there?
I had, but then I lost the words.
Go over there and form a ring to hold the guests coming.
So you're just saying that towards your golems?
Yeah, I'm looking at them. I'm nodding over there, and I'm saying that to them, hoping they'll understand.
Okay, they're kind of just standing in front of you, looking at you.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait there. And is the villager still there, or?
Yeah, he is looking shit scared. He's standing next to 4 ginormous golems.
Okay, are there any
and a very well-armed lady.
Are there any
raven black hair?
I know it's like just desert sand. Are there any like random trees or shrubs or any markers?
Yeah, there's rocky
nearby?
outcrops. This isn't just a plain flat desert. This has got sort of bits to it.
Is there any water?
No.
Okay. Is like a clump of trees or rocks nearby?
Yeah.
Okay. I escort the villager over there.
Come with me.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
I just escort him over and then go back to the door.
Who are you? What am I doing here?
Questions later. Wait here.
Okay, right.
And I go back to the door.
Right, okay.
And I'll
is your
continue
intention to do the same
Yeah,
thing?
basically, whenever someone comes through, I'll do that.
Right, okay. Everyone else?
I'm having my long rest.
So, Raven, what happened between you and Una?
Well, you remember I left and she was coming towards us?
Yes.
And then she got very nasty with me and made me help her with the maze challenges. Because it seems she just went through every room, killing everybody, and they weren't letting us through. So she thought I would find a better way. But now it seems that no one is ever meant to find the center of the maze.
And then how did you separate from her?
She told me her backstory, at which point I suggested she get some serious counseling and rethink her ways because she was in a cycle of abuse and maybe this imprisoned man was her father. And she said, I had enough of this shit, I can't handle you anymore, and she left. That's
very insightful from you, Raven.
I'm a people person. I don't know if you noticed.
I hadn't noticed, no.
She did a thing where she hypnotized me, and when I awoke, she had gone, and then I ran.
Lucky she didn't kill you on the spot, it sounds.
I felt that was a plot point that was never explained.
Okay. It's weird you said plot point, but that's fine. Are you not concerned about facing her again?
Well, this is why I felt we should call for help from outside of the dungeons, or somehow contact the mages in the battle to let them know what's going on.
Could we perhaps, if you knew where her pills were, maybe you're a sneaky one, aren't you? Couldn't we snatch them off her? Maybe if we get the pills off her and then retreat, we could power up before we even have to defeat her.
If there was a way we could spy on her and ambush her on her travels through this maze, and then Satru could hold her down and I could pickpocket the pills.
Well, if you're rogue, you should be sneaking yourself. You don't need to have her held down.
Oh, pretty sneaky.
Okay.
You could steal while she's asleep.
Does she sleep?
I don't know. You were with her.
I don't think we slept together.
You like that, didn't he? Well, we'll have to wait for Wellbourne to come back and tell us where she actually is in these mazes for us to formulate a plan.
Okay, so you're there. More and more people seem to be coming through that door. Are you just like forming a line to sort of just guide?
No, so I'm at the door. I tell them to come with me over to this, like, I don't know, rock outcrop or whatever. Tell them to wait there. So they're just kind of sitting in a group kind of thing and just waiting.
Okay.
And I'm kind of hoping that Wellbourne will take care of them once he comes back.
Right, okay, yeah. So a few hours pass and Wellbourne, you see him walking over one of the sand dunes and coming back towards your encampment. And he says, they've started arriving. I see. How long has it been here?
How long has it? Which it?
How long has it been here? How long have you been here?
Oh.
About 5 hours.
Oh, right. Oh, I see how...
No, about 8 hours.
It's very confusing with time, isn't it?
How much time have we been here?
You
haven't,
think-
like,
you,
you-
yeah, a couple of hours.
Yes.
Okay, a couple of hours. Can everyone keep it down? I'm trying to sleep. Fuck's sake.
I mean, there's literally 200 people like milling around, 100 to 200 people milling around near you. But yeah, it's all good. You know, the frog needs his little green
I say,
mat to
Wellbourne,
sleep.
can you open a door to just let these people out of the tomb, and then that's one tick off the list? Just get them out.
I could, yes. Let's see what I can do. And you see him sort of bow his head, and the door opens, and another person comes through, and you see him concentrate a little bit further. The door closes. He says, "Try it now," and then as you, Sotru, go to open the door, it just opens, and another person walks through, and he's saying, "It's difficult. There are still a lot of people in here. We've got to time it right. When I say, Sotru, the moment the door closes, you open it. Okay, we work together."
Sotru's nodding.
Yeah? And he counts down, and you see him silent, and he just shouts, "Now!"
Sotru opens the door.
And the door opens into that initial area. And he says, "We can hold this now, and we can filter people out, but by holding this open, we're stopping other people getting into here. We are
Get out, all of you,
holding people."
out. Just get 200 people out. Now, Sotru, can you get these people out of this door?
I think Bo would be very good at that.
Yeah, that's probably true.
The
So
bow plough.
actually, yeah, but they don't understand anything I say to them, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Sotru goes over to the group and says,
Come with me.
Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you holding us here?
We're taking you home.
No, we're not going anywhere. What, are you going to throw us back out onto the mountain? What are you doing? Why are we here?
Sotru smashes.
Back into these rooms?
Sotru smashes his hand down on the floor next to him to scare them.
Intimidation.
Okay.
Listeners, Robin has just dismounted and come to the table.
Yeah, Robin has to sit 9 feet away from the table at the moment due to what I'm going to describe as confusing mic setups by me.
11 plus 2, 13.
13. Some of the people just run for the door. Like,
Great.
I'm going to help him with his intimidation
yeah?
to make it more forceful. Oh,
Keep in mind that my golems have probably done that as well, so it's probably
Okay.
pretty forceful right now.
all right, go with that then.
We don't want to scare them, so just sit there and poop.
There's still about, like, so there were about 200 people there. About 50 of them just run out, but the rest of them are just sitting there just saying, why? Where are we going?
Listen, you
What are we
people
gonna
want
do?"
to. I'm going to use my persuasion to say, if you people want to stay in what is in a terrifying magical environment on the fritz that's going to die very soon, and all either you leave now, you'll be back on the mountain out of a magical entrapped tomb, or you stay here, and I cannot be responsible for any of the terrible things that will be unleashed upon you. And I've got all blood on me from the execution thing, and I'm like, I barely escaped with my life. Look at this frog.
Don't look at the frog. Let me sleep.
Look at this.
Goddamn
Look at this
sleep.
frog.
What was it that woke Goros, by
You
the
want
way?
to end up?
Shouting.
You want to end up like him, riding pigs across the desert, crying for your loved ones? Get out of here. This is a one-time opportunity. I cannot be responsible for your imminent death if you stay with us.
Roll it.
Okay.
Is that nat 20?
Yeah.
They look at you and they are like, wow, that woman got some skills. She's telling the truth. Being out on a cold, icy mountain in what could be potentially the middle of winter is going to be better than staying in here. Let's just get out of here. And they start filing out.
Look after each other. Don't do anything dumb and get down off of this mountain. Tell other people do not come here.
Watch out for the troll! He's weak to fire! It took us ages to realise that!
I don't think we actually did realise that.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
I think as players we realised it.
I read about it afterwards!
So this 200 people sort of stamping, sort of move out, disturb Goris' sleep, whatever. And they...
Why does the pessimistic of that?
Because there's 200 people moving out the door.
No, I know it would. It would also disturb the sound and upset the wildlife. But why is it always how I wake up?
And they make their way out.
So that's 50% of the people out now, because she said there were 400 villagers. So surely that would have helped Wellbourne a bit.
We hope so.
So, I'm trying to. Did we say Wellbourne was on his? He'd come back and he asked you how much time has elapsed, hadn't he?
Yeah.
And you were trying to get them out. So he says this is helping getting these people out, but I fear that there has been some serious damage done to this. We need to work fast. What have you decided? What's your plan?
I roll over.
Fully rested.
Gonna kill Una. Gonna eat all of Una's magic pills, level up, then go kill Torfidus. Is that alright with you?
You intend to take on Una yourselves?
Yes.
Well, if you want to come help Wellbourne,
You're more than welcome to join us.
Wellbourne, are there any other high mages in these rooms you could come with us and help out?
I am the last of the watchers here. Everyone else has been taken.
Why did you not tell us when we came across you about 20 rooms ago?
The situation has changed since then.
Oh, you were so clever, high and mighty. I'm not going to tell you how to get through these rooms, just letting us believe it was a tomb. You will answer for your actions,
One looks
Wellbourne.
back and thinks that one could have had more humility than he did.
Okay.
However, the situation
well, now I
was
feel
different.
black as shit.
And for me,
I'm
that
sorry,
was
dude.
many, many years ago.
You tried your best, and
Because you remember that he is looking a lot older than when you saw him last.
in there's one room I had to massage a really grumpy old man. I would like to understand at some point in time the the architect of this design.
What?
And this is something we will discuss post victory
Wellbourne made you massage him where?
With blood.
on his buttocks.
Why? We never had to do that in any of
What?
the rooms.
You never had to massage an old man on
No.
his buttocks?
Not at all.
Did you have any old man challenges?
No, didn't really meet anyone. We had to do a race.
Yeah.
What?
We had to.
That was easy, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had to destroy a bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
had to fight in a gladiatorial arena.
Oh.
I mean, you haven't asked where Thottery got his new friends from.
Yeah, he's got 3 new golems.
How rude.
It's obvious to me Satri would make new friends wherever he goes. Look at his charming eyes.
He murdered
green-
the man together.
Green flashing eyes.
He did kill a man in cold blood. We haven't really got to the bottom of both. Then we had a lot of time running around with lava.
Wellbourne, is there anything you can do to stop us hearing when we fight Una?
Her magic is powerful. I can try and repeat I can try and expand and repeat the silence spell that I did earlier when some of you were not listening to my story.
Nice.
Could do that. I do think that even with that, this will be quite the challenge for you, fighting Una. Quite the challenge.
Okay. Well.
Make a good dissertation then.
Yeah. Yes, if we make it through.
I can try
Wellbourne.
and identify where Una is within the labyrinth at the moment. I can try and take you. I can try and open a room for you to get to her if
Maybe
that is what you wish.
we
If
could
this is the path that you wish
We could
to
wait
go
till
down.
she's in a complicated room and she's up against all kind of odds and then jump in on top.
There is the option of using her to our own end against Torfidus.
You asked us to make a decision. You gave us 4 hours and now we're discussing it again?
Yes. I'm going with whatever Goris says.
I'm waiting to go and fight Una. I'm asleep. Stop waking me up.
Goros
Let me
decided to fight Una. Everyone rest and then we'll go.
Perfect.
So in that case, I will do that. If any more people come in, try and get them out of the labyrinth,
Yes, Raven.
and I will try and find where Luna is.
We will try to get everyone out. We will let Goris sleep and then we will go and kill
And for
Una.
Gora's sake, I will try and find it. Make sure that she's not in a sandy type environment.
Also, like, somewhere where there's a lot of electricity would be fun, because water plus electricity can be deadly.
I'm not in a small room.
Not in a small room.
Yes.
So you can run away.
No, so you can do your electric spells.
Oh yeah, outside. Outside would be great.
We'll draw the room for you.
The bridge zone. We could do it. The bridge zone.
Yes. Yes. Lord Richard involved.
Yeah.
Would you like to be there first, or would you like to enter when she is there?
Oh, would like to have a
First.
Yeah, if we could wait somewhere for her, that'd be perfect.
Yes.
Okay, right.
I'm very good at trapping.
He is. He caught a rat and a pig. This pig, Rambo.
And he's a general of the army.
That's a sergeant. I should be sleeping.
Right, time passes. You have a rest. More people come in. Sotru, you.
No. Raven.
Raven, because she was so good at it before.
Yeah.
Speaks to them as they come in. You corral them and try and feed them out. You keep trying to open the door and get them back out into them. Without Wellbourne's assistance, it is more difficult. You have to time it right. You've got this flood of people coming through. You manage to do it, and once you have it open, you're able to then take the excess amount of people out and into the map. You can see that outside area is now full of people, though. It's an absolute, mini raid.
They're just
going on there.
standing outside the...
No, but you're feeding them out. And do you remember the time was slightly different? So you're feeding people out. And there are more and
every
more
time
people.
you close and open the door,
Yeah.
it's taking to a different room. So if we keep trying, we hopefully eventually find that room that leads out. Is that
You
the
are,
idea?
but
Yeah.
the time is moving.
Yeah. So
slowly
it's
there.
not
You're pumping
guaranteed
people
each
out.
time we open it.
No,
So
I think it is going back to that main room.
Oh, it
this
is?
time.
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's just because the time's different. It means that rather than having to wait an hour and then
Yeah.
put more people out, it's like they're going out straight away.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
constant stream of people.
Okay.
You do that, and after a couple of hours, how many... Wellbourne comes back and he says, I've identified where she is. We need to move now.
Okay. Goris,
Wait. How many additional people did we throw out just then?
You've done another 50 maybe. Another 50 to 100.
Okay.
I was also stuffing moss in my ears. And in my golem's ears.
You're pulling moss off yourself and pushing them into your ears.
Yes.
Okay, yep, that's fine. Yep.
During that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I tied my religious headband around my ears, trying to deafen myself.
Okay. So Wellbourne says to you, while I arrange and try and link the room where she is to the room where you want to be, I will not be able to concentrate on the rest of this tomb.
Right.
This will take my full attention. I will help you where I can. And he takes you over to the other door opposite, and he says, go out and good luck.
So did we just rest, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. My friends, my fellow students, I feel that you might need to be at the fullest of health before you encounter this task.
Yeah, I've got this hole here that won't heal up properly.
Oh no, that's just your biology.
Oh, yeah, alright. Is that where the fog cloud comes out?
No, that's the other place.
Oh, right, yeah.
The other hole.
Where we put the medicine.
Do need to learn what this hole is then. Oh, there's a pencil in my hat. I've had a pencil tucked under the headband of my headphones all that time.
I wondered if you did that on purpose.
Yeah, I thought you did it on purpose.
Yeah, it's because your headphones were hurting your head.
Nope.
I was going to call you Pencil Head.
I would have been very confused. Sorry, Wellbourne.
No, it's fine. I mean, the time is not of the essence at all, is it really?
Well, obviously we don't know.
And he sort of proffers his hand towards the door. You see him conduct a couple of spells, and you feel like you are returned to full vigor and full health. And Goris, your interrupted sleep does not appear to be an issue anymore.
Wonderful. Thank you, Wellbourne, for the caffeine.
And you open the door, and you see a rainy, windswept area where there is a destroyed bridge in pieces floating in parts down the river, and you see in the very far distance the lights from what appear to be, having been there already, two separate armies moving down onto this wet and windswept and muddy outcrop.
Oh, Goris, at least you're going to die where you love.
This is absolutely perfect.
Okay, yeah, you move.
So, looking for... Sorry, we've come out the door. Where are we in relation to the river?
You're pretty much where you were before.
Okay.
On the
Raven has a
very
video, though.
horizon, you can see the sort of what you would imagine to be the march of a large body of people.
But they said 2, so they're either sides of the river. So either side of the
So it
river,
sounds
there's
like
these
you're-
on the horizon.
What you surmised from last time you were there, that this was the bridge that would stop them getting at each other,
Yeah.
was perhaps correct.
God, we're bloody good, aren't we? Raven, we destroyed this whole bridge.
How did you destroy a bridge?
Well, Gorus basically turned into the lightning god.
Oh yeah, I can control the storms now.
Nice.
So the two armies are still there.
They're very fine, you can't even see them. And based on your previous experiences, you don't even know if they are real.
Yes, that's very true. So we need to move quickly to make sure that we stuff up our ears so we don't hear Una's spells.
Yeah, it's a good point. So,
So the bridge where you left it, remember it was half submerged with water sort of coming in. That is still where it was. And you anticipate that the door out of this room is still there.
so Una's going to need to leave through that door.
Yes.
Is there anywhere to hide?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
lots
loads
of
of
like
places.
ditches, muddy ditches.
I was scuttling through ditches on my belly quite a lot, and I'm looking forward to doing that again.
There's a wooded area nearby. There are open fields leading up to a wooding area, so there's that as well. It's low visibility because of the amount of rain. It's night time.
Does Una know we're not on her side?
I was thinking exactly that, Gorus. What if we can convince her we'll join her in fighting Torfidus?
You could pretend that you took me prisoner.
Yes.
And then we could.
Does she know you're not on her side?
Oh, she knows.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Well, why would you be there? Why don't you hide? And we can tell her we've not seen you.
Okay, I'm really good at hiding.
Because then we have the element of surprise with her.
Who's good at lying?
Not me.
I do lots of lies, but sometimes they're not good.
I mean, my lies are like 3 times as good as potentially some others.
But the problem is, you would have to then be there. This is the opposite of the thing we want. Unless we can disguise you and go, we made a new friend, Crow!
I say, Farvin Tarquin, since I met you, you have been raised in my esteem, and I believe in you, and I'm going to give you the 3 tips for lying. Number
Yes.
1,
Yes.
always look them in the eyes. Do not look shifty.
Oh, I definitely always look shifty.
Number 2,
Yes.
if you can, touch your shoulder or elbow and say their name in a patronizing manner at the beginning of each addressing of them.
Oh, I will normally just have a tantrum.
Oh, tantrum is also good. Add it to your own list.
Okay.
And number
normally
3,
that doesn't work, actually.
Farvin Tarquin,
Yes.
believe in yourself as much as I believe in you.
Okay.
And then Raven starts crying and
Why
goes
are
to
you
hide somewhere for a dramatic moment.
Okay.
I think we don't need to hide quite yet. Let's work out the plan before we
she's
run
not-
off and hide.
She goes, okay, and stops crying.
So I want to do a perception check and see if I can see... Una's not in this room yet, is she?
She's not.
So we know she's going to come through this door. So we can either put a trap right by this door and hope to trap her
What if we
here.
hide Raven behind the door?
That's him.
It's a just door standing open. She's not going to think anything's behind it.
So we either put the trap here knowing she's going here, or we put the trap at the other door knowing she's going there. It depends which one's the easiest to trap.
If you try and pretend you're preventing her from going to the other door, she'll really want to go to the other door, right?
I think it's true. If Raven were to hide behind this door and then try and pickpocket the pills off Una, and we're standing off in the distance, I think Una's attention will be on us.
That's a good plan.
She'll be keeping her eyes on us.
Makes sense.
And then if Raven gets caught, then we can pretend that we were looking for Raven and we wanted to join Una.
This rain is getting louder.
Yeah, no, that sounds great on the podcast. Thanks for that.
Did you
Raven.
enjoy that, Gorus?
Yeah, it's really useful. Thanks for the sound effects. I think we should always have sound effects by playing them off our phone into the mic, rather than suggesting maybe I could do it. Yeah, if we really wanted that, I could do it later in post.
Should we whack the mic as well while we're doing
Yeah, if
it?
we could hit the mic with the phone, that would be perfect. Because that's good, because you didn't put the speaker of the phone near the mic, you put the screen near the mic. I don't know what that noise is. It sounds like nothing on earth. Stop playing with your phone.
Having not done noises for, 300 episodes, let's perhaps not start now.
Yeah. I was thinking, maybe a place... She's got to try and get the door that's in the water.
Yes.
We can walk on water.
Yes.
So if she's got to go out there, we don't think she can necessarily walk on water. That might be a nice place to fight her.
Good idea.
Because then she'll be like flashing around like, oh no, I can't swim, and we can just kick her under the water repeatedly.
But so we should hold that one onto that one though.
Yeah.
Until she goes for the door.
Yes.
And then we'll look like, oh well, she's gone for the door. We can. Oh no, we can walk on water.
Yeah, exactly.
Shouldn't have messed with the first years.
Exactly. We can launch our attack when she's there. If the plan to get the pills doesn't. So what happens at the start if Raven tries to steal the pills and gets caught?
I think we say.
Assuming she's at the right door.
Well, we think there's only one door in,
Yeah,
one door out. We keep entering through the same door.
Wellbourne would sort us out with that, I think. That's what we should say, if Raven gets caught, that we want to join with Una, and we're not a part of
Have
Raven.
you shut the door yet?
No.
No, because if we shut the door, we're worried that Uma's going to pop through it.
Yes.
So that might be pissing off Wellbourne, because I think he might want it shut so he can get on with stuff.
You had asked him to do the silence spell, but I don't know how.
Oh, that's
Well, he's not going to be here, so I assumed he wouldn't.
No,
But he's always here.
Yeah. Okay, let's put our heads up. Wellbourne, are you still around?
Yes, how can I help?
Wellbourne, we're going to put moss in our ears to defend from Una. Do you think that's a good idea?
I think it would help, but I'm not sure it would be so effective as completely deadening. I can completely deaden the room.
Could you give us your make people silent spell?
I don't think I have enough time to teach it to you. I mean, obviously, if you want to,
Wellbourne did say he could just do it.
Yeah.
I can silence the room, but that will be for everyone. There will be no sound.
That could be awful.
No, it could be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
think
helps
that'd
you
be-
sneak about.
I mean, it is a podcast.
No, that's not.
No.
You'll still be doing stuff, but so he's basically saying he can apply the mute button to the room.
Okay. That could be a nice moment when we realise that Una has come in the room as well, because it will be muted.
Well, should we tell him a sign so that we can control when we want it to happen?
Great shout.
Because she'll know something's up if the whole room gets muted.
If I jump in the air and scream as loud as I can.
No, because you do that quite often.
Oh yeah, good point.
If you have that, if you're having this conversation, he says, "I will know when she's moving from one room to the other because I am trying to link the two rooms, so I can do it on entry."
No, I think we want a sign so we can go, mute please.
Yes.
Would that be possible?
Yes, it will take more concentration, but I can do that. Yep.
What should the sign be?
Excelsior!
Any one of us shouts Excelsior. Through, only when Una starts to sing, we shout Excelsior.
Excelsior!
Yes. But that's going to be the secret word, okay?
Yes.
Okay, only say it in an emergency. When
Excelsior!
Yes. No, this isn't the emergency, don't you? If once you say it, Una can't put you to sleep.
Red flashing eyes.
I'm not putting you to sleep. Jesus, I'm so angry.
Okay, well, Paul, that'll be very helpful, thank you. Okay, so we'll shut this door now.
Does that help if we shut the door for you, Wellbourne?
Less the concentrator.
Okay.
Closing it now. Night-night.
Where do I go and hide?
Behind the door.
So, Raven, we think if you hide behind the door, that'd be quite good. Where would you pick hiding?
I drag some bushes over, and well, I'm just gathering. It's quite a. There's a landscape with lots of dirt, bushes, rocks.
There's like a
around.
forest leading down towards a little group of tents and a bridge going over a river, but the bridge fell in the river because
Yeah.
some boys were naughty.
And the river's thrashing, wildly flowing quickly. There's
If
a
I-
Very
train.
high.
if-
It's a very full river, like bank bursting almost.
If I'm going to go and scout for a little place to hide behind the door, as they suggest. And if I feel it's a bit sparse, I'm just going to go and break some branches off and
I'll go and give Raven a hand with that.
Yep.
Yes.
Make you a little hide.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so you think that the sort of runoff channel from the fields would be, rather than moving bushes, would be the better place to hide.
ditch?
Yep, the ditch, which Goris had already been in.
Oh,
so it
yeah.
runs all the way along the side. So
I roll straight into the ditch and go, you could hide in here, look how good this is.
Okay. How far is that from the door then?
literally, if you imagine a pathway going along next to a field,
Okay.
it's there.
All right
So
then,
cool.
I do that. I jump in the ditch.
Okay. So wait for it to go past. So maybe when we start addressing her, you can sneak up on her.
Okay.
Do you think that with your stealth skills, you'd probably be able to shadow where she's moving along this path as well? In
a ditch. Okay.
Yeah. Or I suppose you could, if you wanted to, you could be in the water itself, although that'd be more dangerous because it's a very fast-flowing river.
I think I'll stick.
We should be making as much noise as possible as well, so Raven can sneak up quietly. And we've got to rely on Thotru not just attacking Una straight away.
I mean, he could.
I will need to not.
But then how does that help us?
Break.
Because then she'll be engaged in combat.
But you won't. It'll be much harder sneaking up on someone who's engaged in combat.
No, it's not that. It's the same hardness.
No, it isn't, because she's paying attention because she's being attacked. So she's going to be even more aware of anyone coming close to her.
I think mechanically...
also be harder.
I think what you're saying about pickpocketing, I think there would be a difference in that, because she would be... If she's just walking down a street and you stabbed her in the back, she'd be surprised and...
She would be surprised.
Yeah. Whereas if she's in combat mode, it's kind of like she's more aware.
I don't know, some of my actions, it's easier for me to do stuff to people if they're in combat. If they're distracted.
Really? Okay, well, there you go.
Ooh.
So...
Sounds like you've done this before, Raven.
I mean, it's a family trade.
Yes, I'm not aware of that.
Well, I think we can look that up and work out the mechanics of it, but overall your plan is that Una will come through the door. She will go forward towards you guys, creating a distraction, and then you will either enter into combat or use that distraction to let Raven try and pickpocket Una.
Yeah, because if we could take the pills before we fight her, that would be quite useful.
Yes.
If you get the pills, is your intention to still fight her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gobble, then fight.
She needs to... I think certain part of the party...
Will be blindfolded.
That might be a necessity, yeah.
And Sotru will have been collecting mud from the floor, because I assume it's stormy, right? So it's wet.
Loads of mud.
And he'll be caking it onto the side of his head, over his ears, and over the moss.
I like
and
it.
he'd be doing it over the golems as well.
Oh, the other columns.
Because he put moss in there as well.
Interesting.
So it
Right.
hardens, hopefully, with the cold quite quickly.
Well, you've got Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator, so with that, I think we will deal with this situation next episode.
Woo!
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh.
The Formal Gamer, podcasts for those with exquisite taste.